kind of matches. And Noble Vagabond has defeated a lot of very strong players on his way up here. So
yeah, I mean, and he's played Daigo and beaten Daigo before, so it's not like it's something new to him. But yeah, you know, we got our way through the pools, and pools are always interesting. You know, when a game starts to evolve and it starts to go on, the pools become more and more terrifying because there's a lot less fluff in the pools. It starts to just be these players who are super dedicated and super strong. Even players that you're not familiar with tend to be very, very good. So when you make it into these top 32s, it's just a whole bunch of nonsense. You got so many talented players, right? And so we've been slogging through all day to get to this top 32 action. Now it is 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is supposed to end around 10, so you have 4 hours of Street Fighter top 32 action with some of the best players who are doing it and who have ever done it. So it's going to be a good one. And here it is. Daigo Umehara on the left with Guile, and Noble's Vagabond on the right with Nikali. It's going to be a good matchup for sure.
Daigo with Guile just defeated K-Brad. This is kind of a different Guile than we were seeing at E-League. I mean, still some YOLO flash kicks.
Daigo,
still some YOLO, but that's Daigo, right?
His Guile is literally fireballs and flash kicks. It's like the most simple Guile. There's not a lot of kind of funkiness in here. He plays it very kind of close to the chest, basic bare bones style, but that's what's good. You know, that has worked since the dawn of time, since he played Guile back in the day.
Yeah, and that's Flo and I were saying this too, because like Guile is so good at kind of shutting down the craziness of the game of characters like Balrog and Laura, and Daigo is not necessarily good at that kind of crazy. Like random flash kicks, sure, but like that kind of crazy. So to slow it down with this character, I think, is a good choice for Daigo.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, oh man. Realistically, the guy just wants to throw a lot of fireballs and anti-air you when you jump. And this is a perfect character for that. Gray on there, and the uppercut is more than enough. First round of Vagabond. It was kind of a slugfest, and a slugfest that didn't go his way. Daigo historically has a pretty tough time with Nikali. He always did with Ryu. And with Guile, you know, it's not like the matchup's going to be a ton easier. So
I remember at the beginning of Season 1, like, Nikali was considered Daigo's poison. Haitani was beating
I think
him all
even
the time.
by the end of the season, it was still a big issue character for him. It's never been a character that he's been particularly strong against. Big jump, though, and he's got the sweep after. After that, you get the down medium punch boom. If they quick rise, if they back roll, you don't get it.
I always wonder what it is about this character that causes Daigo so much confusion. Like,
I mean, maybe it's, you know, Daigo's a guy who doesn't back down easy, I feel like. And if you kind of try to go toe-to-toe with a character like this, it's a lot of damage, right? You're taking a lot of risk. Oh, no combo completion. Oh, autocorrect?
What? Yeah. Really? But
probably an autocorrect uppercut that he tried that just turned into critical arts, so now he's committed on the resources. Command throw. Daigo likes to get command thrown multiple times in a row, so you really got to just do it.
Yep.
You got to grab him by the Crocs and throw that man back downwards into some different shoes. Like, that's the way you got to do it.
Sure enough, he blocked the second time. Had he gone for another command throw, it would have worked. But you know what? Maybe Daigo was saying, oh, Vagabond probably saw that, and so he's going to go for the other option.
I think Daigo doesn't even remember it happened. To be honest with you, I bet you Daigo doesn't even remember that he got command thrown that many times. It's been a while, you know. He's busy shepherding the FGC into the future, you know, collecting all his sponsors.
For HyperX and Cygames and Beast, which is his own brand, of course.
Pressure now, activation on block, and Daigo, I think Vagabond was looking for a flash kick or a V-reversal, but didn't come out. One jump will do it. All he needs is one good jump over a boom. Activation.
Oh, that connected. Okay. And he goes for the flash kick.
That's definitely a Daigo combo if I've ever seen one.
Okay, that's going to be it right there because he's going to have the critical art on deck. And Daigo looking a little suspect in that first round.
A very rare combo completion from Daigo Guile. He is excellent at everything, but the boom combos I feel like are something that he doesn't hit that consistently.
Yeah, I don't know if he's practiced the loops as much, but you know what? He's consistently gotten this into the critical art off of the V trigger. So, you know, that's keeping it simple.
Yes.
Hit medium punch a bunch of times and then one knee into super. I think Daigo can handle that.
You'd be surprised. I was watching some matches online. I was studying CFN, and I was a little concerned. I think it's because he plays at home. He plays with one hand, and the other hand he's signing contracts for the new deals that he's got, all the new sponsors.
Well, Vagabond, I mean, this has been every round, no matter what, is that Daigo has been put into the corner over here like this.
Oh, yeah, this is throw loop. It is real. Yeah, you cannot wake a button through this.
Let's do 4.
Daigo likes to get thrown a lot. I mean, oh, well, the oldest trick in the book. the worst throw is really the one that will stun you, or that's the worst one because you'll eat the other like 3 or 4, but the one that stuns you is the worst throw because you're like, oh god, I gotta tech it.
Yeah, and especially because it's gonna be one move stunning you, so the follow-up combo is gonna do a ton of damage.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be absurd. But good round start so far from Daigo. Does not spend any bar right there. No, didn't have the charge, it seemed.
Daigo, you talked about how he probably forgot about that Phenom match a long time ago. He's probably already forgotten about those 5 throws just in the last round already.
Oh, counter hit combo, stomp. He needs one more for stun.
Oh,
stun,
guess what? Command throws.
Should be a game, and it is. Vagabond cleans it up, puts himself on the board, 1 apiece, and a very quick game, a very quick turnaround for Vagabond for sure.
Honestly, I felt like in the first game, I felt like Vagabond kind of had more control of the situation, and Daigo was just able to squeak out a couple of those matches. So
yeah,
this one kind of went the way I would have more expected. But let's see, Daigo's one of the best at making adjustments. So let's see what he can do here in game number 3. This is winner's bracket match.
No NCR from Daigo there. He went for down jab. It's a weird thing. It could have been down fierce, but it's on the opposite side of the joystick.
Good read on the Sonic Boom timing, was able to go through that with the disc guidance and using that V-trigger to push him out. That's
what Daigo does. Yeah, he really doesn't care for combos or setups or anything. He just wants to get in space. He cares about screen control.
And now he has the corner position. Oh boy.
Oh, come on, guy. All right, just some pressure there. Keeps it nice and simple. Yeah, I mean, both of these guys not taking throws, and often that's the better decision.
But that's why the one that stuns you is the one that gets you all scared.
Exactly. Activation. So now Vagabond is very scary. He's got huge damage.
Oh, what a punish. He's going to dash up yet.
He is in range for the combo. We'll see if he goes in after. He does.
Nice. If you quick rise, you still get up. Well, what did he try? That boom was going to be there. Maybe he tried to do I'm not sure what he tried in that situation.
Yeah, that's very surprising to me that he just got hit. A couple weird buttons there from Vagabond as well. Punish.
Oh, Big punish.
I like it.
Using the fierce button as a punish as well.
Yeah, I was expecting maybe a down medium punch, but that was a better choice. Yeah, trade. And that trade in terms of resources is probably okay with Vagabond because he gains some V gauge.
Yeah.
Jump out of there. Nice. Don't want to get clipped by that upside down.
Okay, got the charge in time, has a flash kick, gets the meter combo, goes in for the throw. Oh, he went for it again, but Vagabond using the forward jump.
Oh, super. Yeah, go right through. That's what the freeze frame is for. Big damage on this, and Vagabond's going to about tie things up here. I have a little lead. Oh, the throw bait.
Yeah.
Oldest trick in the book. And, yeah, he cornered himself, though, versus Daigo, who still has a lot of resources.
Oh, but just hitting the buttons, I think Daigo that time thought it was going to be the throw again.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he tried. Maybe, I mean, it could have been any kind of counter poke attempt. He thought he was out of range. And so now he's got screen space to work with. He's got critical art on deck.
Yeah, that's the dangerous part right now, is even though they're even in rounds, all these resources are in Daigo's favor. But I feel like if he doesn't spend the meter anytime soon, he's not going to take advantage of that resource lead.
Well, sitting on the resources is pretty scary as well. So now that he's throwing that EX, it allows him to, build that additional boom. And he's really committed to these resources. He's building up a little lead, but, Vagabond already has V-Trigger, and he has not lost that much life.
Okay, here we go. Now is the mix-up time. One command throw.
Yeah, it doesn't get another mid-screen.
Ooh, nice. So. Using that backward so-back kick to take out the stand roundhouse.
Air to air, and the Ume flash kick's a no-go.
That's gonna do it right there, Vagabond, with a beautiful read. He just needed that one read on that one EX flash kick, and there it is. Vagabond sends Daigo Umehara to the loser's bracket.
Yeah, and I mean, that puts him in winner's top 16 of this premier event here. I think a lot of people kind of forgot about Vagabond since he hasn't been traveling lately, but at the end of last year, he was considered one of the stronger players to be around. So very impressive for sure. We're going to take a look back at some of the things that went on in that match, and I think you can see that the big issue that Daigo has, I feel like a lot of the times, is really the slugging that he tries in this matchup. Stuff like those flash kicks in the last moments really get him caught, in bad situations. So, yeah, he really is willing to take the risk in a lot of those times. This is where he closed it out with the critical art to get the game. Of course, always worth it there. But, yeah, I really feel like he didn't quite space out Nikali at the right range with booms and flash kicks. There's definitely a position on the screen where you can throw them safely against Nikali. And I think that game plan was not accomplished in probably the way it should have been.
All right, well, here we go. This is the closeout of the right here at the very end. You saw that. I like that back medium so back kick, but then unfortunately here gets himself into a bad situation.
Yeah,
there
that flash kick all in. I mean, if you trigger Nikali with full resources, you're deader than dead at that point. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, nice work from Vagabond to close it out, and it was pretty clean. It was pretty convincing.